Hello students, today I am going to teach you our topic name called our India. We know that India is our country. We live in India. India is the seventh largest country in the world. It is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia. So in the southern part of Asia, India is located. The southern part of India is surrounded by the Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, Indian Ocean in the south. So this make India a peninsula. Now you should have a question in your mind. What is peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land which is covered by water from three sides. And we know that the southern part of India is surrounded by water from three sides. That's why India is also known as a peninsula country. In the west part of India, Arabian Sea is there, east part of India, Bay of Bengal, and south part, Indian Ocean is there. Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is named after a country, India. Now we know that around India there are many other countries. So India shares its boundary with 7 countries. Let's have a look which are the Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east, Afghanistan and Pakistan in the northwest, and Nepal, China, Bhutan in the north. The islands of Sri Lanka and Maldives in the south are our neighbors. So we know that Sri Lanka and Maldives, they are islands, but still they are our neighboring countries in the south. Now we know that India is surrounded by water from 3 sides. So the coastline is also large. India has a long coastline of around 7,517 km. It is divided into 28 states and 9 union territories, including the National Capital Territory of Delhi. So, before few months, India was divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. But according to the new list, there are 28 states and 9 union territories. Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are the 2 union territories which are added recently. A state is governed by a state government. We know, if we talk about our state Gujarat, then we know that Gujarat is governed by Gujarat government. But if we talk about our country India, then India is governed by central government. Same way, the union territories are also governed by the central government because they don't have any local government. Whatever rules made by central government, they has to follow them. New Delhi is the capital of India. Now, when we move further, we know that in New Delhi, many government offices are located. So the offices of the central government are located in New Delhi. People of India speak different languages and follow different culture. In terms of area, Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state. So we know that India is the only country in the world in which different people speak different languages and different cultures are followed here. Rajasthan. In terms of area, Rajasthan in India is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state. Now, according to the landforms located in India, India is divided into 6 physical divisions. The first one is the northern mountains, northern plains, the western desert, southern plateau, coastal plains and islands. These are the 6 physical divisions in which India is divided. Now after that we are going to see our first topic, that is the northern mountains. What is northern mountains? Let's have a look. The northern mountains. The Himalayas, the Karakoram and the northeastern mountain range constitute the northern mountains of India. The northern mountains have high snow-covered peaks. Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak in the world, lies in the Himalayas. However, it lies in Nepal and not in India. So, the point to be remembered here, that is in India, Mount Everest is not located. It is located in Nepal. The India's highest mountain peak is Kanchenjunga, which we are going to see further. The height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meters above the sea level. So this is a very important point. You need to remember that the height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meter above the sea level. Now let us talk about the Himalayas. The Himalayas are one of the highest and longest mountain range in the world. They cover an area of about 2,400 kilometers. So from the length only you can imagine how long the mountain range are. The word Himalaya means abode of snow. The Himalayas include the three parallel ranges. The Greater Himalaya, which is also known as the Himadri. The Middle Himalayas, it is known as Himachal, and the Lower Himalayas, which is known as Shivalik. These are the three ranges of Himalaya. They stretches from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh in India. But it's still long, but the rest part of the Himalaya is located in the other country. Now when we talk about the importance of northern mountains in India, then it plays a great role in India. The northern mountains are of great importance to India. They prevent the cold wind of northern Asia from entering India. They act as a natural barrier to the monsoon wind, which results in heavy rainfall in the plains of India. We know that in the northern plains there are heavy rains. Why in northern plain only heavy rains are there? Because the northern mountains which are present in northern part of India, they stop the monsoon wind and accommodate the clouds over there. Due to this situation, heavy rainfall is there in the northern plains. Himalayan glaciers give rise to many rivers. The forest in this mountain provide us with timber, medicines and other useful things. Now let us talk about the Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas is also known as Himadri. It is the highest range of the Himalayas. It lies in the extreme north. It covers with snow throughout the year. So the Greater Himalaya is always covered with snow. It is located at the highest point. Kanchenjunga is the highest mountain peak in India. But remember student, world's highest mountain peak is Mount Everest. But when I talk about India, then Kanchenjunga is the highest mountain peak in India. A mountain pass is a route or passage through a mountain range. Jojila, Sipkila and Nathula are some well-known passes. Now let's have a look at Middle Himalayas. Middle Himalayas, which is also known as a Himachal, is located towards the south of the Greater Himalaya. So below Greater Himalaya, Middle Himalaya is located. The famous Rohtang Pass lies in this range. The Middle Himalayas range is thus more populated than the Greater Himalayas. The reason is only that the life in Middle Himalaya is possible as compared to the Greater Himalayas. We know that in the Greater Himalayas, it is covered with snow throughout the year. So life is very difficult in Greater Himalayas. That's why the Middle Himalaya is more populated and popular among the Himalayas. The vegetation consists of pine, deodar and oak. So I hope that you had learned a lot of things from this video. Thank you students.